You did that. Everybody talking about why he ain't said that, why he quiet. What can you say? What can you say? If you was gonna, what can you say? If you was him, knowing everything you know about this, and you say, Bank, if you was him, just think of something you think you can say. If you was in Gunna's shoes, what happened?
I can't really put myself in his shoes
Ain't,
because I'm just saying.
But sometimes, guess what, bro?
Feelings.
That's
what I think he should say. If everything you saying is valid, I think he should call you and have a conversation. But would you take a conversation? Because you got to think.
I don't think I'll take the conversation.
All right, so what can I say?
I know that. I ain't even talking about what can you say to me or nothing.
He might want to say something, but he know. So I don't want no conversation. So what can I say?
I feel like you portrayed a certain image as soon as you got out of jail. Because nobody know you did what you did in the courtroom. So as soon as you got out of jail, you portrayed. As soon as you get out of jail.
For like a couple hours.
Yeah. Like you got out portraying a certain thing, a certain image. Woo. You saying these words. You saying got this and that. You saying this when you first get out of jail. You saying all this in the video come out, then it's just like, but this what the world got to start doing, Bank, including you. We got to start putting ourselves in people's shoes. That's why I said, if you were him, knowing everything that you know, what would you say?
I probably would do the same thing, not say shit, because I'm knowing my man. I don't want to say nothing to the internet or to nobody else. I know they don't hear this shit.
Oh, but you got to understand, the way you put it is almost like you, this interview is almost going to be you telling him what he can go with. We ain't talking about that. We talking about that. Nah, cause you gotta think. Like you gotta think. If he's sitting around saying like, damn,
I'm telling him what he can go with. His move, his next move.
We ain't talking about that. It's cool. I tell him his next move because I'm just a that. Like, I don't want to see no. I tell him, bro, do this. You f***ed up, but you can do this right here. You can do this.
Okay, all right.
We just saying man to man.
Let me say this. When you just sat there and said, you wouldn't take the conversation, that would make me say that. But all right, if you said you took the conversation, then I would have said what I say.
I ain't talking about what you'll say to me. What you'll say about what you did. Okay, just say you'll say it to me.
Hold on, what he said to me. I told you what he said to me earlier. That's what he said. The truth. You asked me what he said it already. I just told you.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just told you. He said, goddamn, bro, all these internet saying whatever they saying. Know my brother in that box, he ain't in the right head space. I know that he know I love him. I swear I would have never did nothing that I feel like it hurt this. I'm just waiting till he get on. He gonna have to say fuck.
I understand all that. I feel like me being a man and we just talking about feelings and just putting it on the line.
And he probably gonna be mad at me for telling you he said that, but he said that.
What I'm saying is I understand that. I would think that he would say something like that. Obviously. If you did some bullshit to your big brother, that's one of the things you can say. Bro, I got this, but these folk did it. These folk tricked me. You know what I'm saying? That's something you can say. That's any. You would have did what's wrong. If you would have did what Gunna did, you would have said the exact same thing. Bro, they're my brother, bro. Like, bro, we ain't got, bro, these folk tricked me. We ain't talking about none of that bullshit, none of that cap. We talking about man to man. Why did you do what you did? Because I'm here.
Want to go home.
Because I'm here right now in this interview telling you why I did what I did. Because I'm a man. I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I'm standing on business as a man. This what I did.
You saying
this why I did
it. Why he did it, basically.
He can't. That's what I'm trying to make you say. What the he say? Why you did that? What can you say? Besides some can you say? That'll make anybody in the world be like, I understand. What can you say? Well, God created you, but I helped. I was a part of your journey. I've been with you the last 10 years. I spent more time with you than my girl, bro. I was around you more than I would my girlfriend, bro. With my kids. I done had them phone calls with my baby mama saying, man, you be with these bro. You supposed to be smart enough, and I know you smart enough. You supposed to be a man enough. You supposed to be smart enough to say, I'm not finna do that. So I know all this sacrifice. I'm not doing it.
In your mind, you taking that nigga.
That's what it is. What else can it be? Obviously, you gonna say, well, I'm finna do what I'm finna do, and goddamn, I'ma just keep telling the world, man, and my brother, I love him.
So you saying his whole campaign is a PR stunt?
Not even to like bash him and then, bro. Cause I'm really.
But that's what you saying.
Yeah, I ain't even trying to. I'm just saying, like, I ain't even trying to bash my name, but it's like you can't say nothing to make a man or what we identify as a man, a real that stand on morals and principles. It ain't nothing you can say, but the victim, like, bro, these folk tricked me. Well, I got down. They're my brother, no matter what. They're my brother, no matter what. How you gonna say that to us? What are you talking about? We all in this mother pushing YSL is not a game. This is the narrative. What's the worst betrayal you can do from in a trial where we saying YSL is not a game? What's the worst you can do? Say it's a game.
Yeah.
Folk called you second in charge. Them folk called you CEO, second man in charge.
Hold up, let me say this though. What about the actually started YSL with you? Didn't they take their plea before Gunna?
No, he the first plea.
For real?
Gunna took the first. He know that. You know that.
I didn't know that.
Gunna took the first plea.
I thought they were already telling them.
No, Gunna took the. They had already told back in the day on crimes and shit they was involved in and all that.
On the RICO?
Nah.
No, see, look.
The RICO came in 2022.
I'm thinking.
The RICO came March 9th, 2022, man.
What's the little dude?
I mean, May 9th.
From your hood that's
DK.
Started, and who is another one too?
Slug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that them two already saying like, just say, Vincent, if me, Shy, and Cuz start a game, right?
Yes.
And we all identify as the three founders.
Right.
And we signed Thug. And the two founders saying, yeah, it's a game. But Bank saying it's not. How is Thug wrong for just being an artist by saying it is too? That's what I'm thinking happened.
No, that ain't what happened. That ain't what happened, man. The first plea took was Gunna plea. Ever. The first plea took was Gunna. Slug, all them took pleas after Gunna. Everybody took the plea after Gunna. I can't even be as mad at them as I can be as him. I should, because y'all still grown men. No matter what y'all grown men, just like me. When he said YSL was a game, the smartest thing for me to do is say, yeah, it is a game. One of the they saying is a founder of it. He not even a founder. One of them they saying is a founder of it that came on out and took a plea and said it's a game. You'll be a mother idiot to sit in here saying that it's not a game. When you got these folk done labeled as the second man in charge.
That's what I thought happened, but the other way around.
No, he took the plea first. Gunna took the plea first. Damn. Then them taking the plea when we start going to court. Gunna didn't never make it in the courtroom, remember? The first day of court was November 17th or December 17th. One of them days were the first time we wasn't on Zoom. The first time we went into an actual courtroom, all 28 of us.
But watching that on the street, but that's like some DJ, another one. Every day, another one.
But the crazy part is,
another one.
Get what, Bank? Even if them bullshit anyway, but some bullshit too, but even if them look at it from their point of view, DK Slug out on it, they don't respect them. You just not men, y'all. Not men. Shouldn't know you do nothing that you don't supposed to do. But just look at them. Okay, Gunna take a plea. He the head, according to the DA.
Yeah.
Thug is boss man. Thug John got it, what they saying. Thug John got it. I'm not no John got it now. I'm a real man, man. Solid. Build foundations. My help. I'm not portraying no gangster, no none of that. It just so happened we just street and we done stood on our business. So they label us gangsters. I don't push none of that. I push real man. They saying that I'm the founder of this nigga, head man in charge. He the second boss. When this trial started, they not saying DK is one of the owners, Mundo one of the owners, Slug one of the owners. They not saying none of that. They saying Thug is the owner and Gunna is the second man in charge.
I thought they said they ain't had Thug and no. I mean, not Thug, my bad. I thought they said they ain't had Gunna in like nothing against him.
Gunna didn't have no case. Well, we had 9 terabytes. You know how much paper that is, bro? 9 terabytes of discovery. That's over 300 million pieces of paper. Front and back. 300 million pieces of paper. That's how much evidence they had.
God damn.
300 million pieces of paper.
Damn.
I think it was 9 terabytes, 2 terabytes, whatever it is. Whatever that is, it was terabytes. That shit the 300 million pieces of paper. I just remember the lawyers arguing it in court. I remember the lawyers saying like, Yana, they got to take some evidence that we not going to use and just get this shit away. Because y'all just packing us with evidence and we just got a little time to like go through the evidence. It's so much paperwork. Y'all might be coming to court trying to convict him on these 5 pictures. But you got 16 million pictures. I remember just going to court arguing about that type of lawyers. Like, judge, we trying to dumb this down. Some of this know they not using. So we need to know what they really using so we can focus on it. So it can be a fair trial. It need to be fair. So I'm saying that to say, out of all that paperwork, bro, Gunner's name went on one piece of paper out of 300 million pieces of paper.
You know that?
Yes.
Hold up. Let me. I get your slide. Let me play devil advocate right now, okay? And I ain't trying to protect or defend or offend nobody. I'm just gonna keep saying that. What I'm saying is, all right, y'all ain't talking, right? Y'all ain't talking.
Yeah. So me and Gunner?
Yeah.
While we locked up?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
I called a few times trying to talk to him, but they were just giving me the runaround. That's when I started figuring out then, like,
yeah.
all right,
I
don't get it.
Your girl, his mama, you know what I'm saying? The women in your ear, like, they done got you in some, basically. You ain't on no paperwork. So basically, it's just like when Umfum called his case and went to jail all that time for nothing. That's how he would probably feeling like, I ain't finna go to jail for nothing.
I understand it.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, I'm just putting that in perspective.
I overly.
Because you got people that's watching this don't give a about no street code, no nothing.
I know, but we talking about street.
Yeah.
We're not talking about none of that.
So you
we ain't talking about no more boys who went to college. We talking about street.
To the gun as a street, not a
you portraying a street. You talking about no telling in your song. You talking about street. About stepping on. Talking about all type of music. You standing on street. You do everything street. That's a fact. You are portraying a street. If you're not a street, portray it. You portraying a street. Street rhythms. You portray every one of them. Fact. I look at you like a street. My little brother, I love you to death. I look at you like a street. I don't look at you like a dork or no lame or none of that. I look at you like a fly, kicking your pimping and doing this and that. But I definitely look at you like a street.
Okay, look, let me say this. And this is the last thing I'm going to say, because I don't want to sound like I'm trying to defend on it. Can you look at it like, bro, you got it. You had to be in a mindset if you played guilty knowing you wasn't guilty.
Overly. That's one of the things why I always, that's why I'm at the point now where I'm like, I feel like my back against the wall and people ain't heard me out. So now I understand his point of view. Like, damn, that's why I say I would love to hear what he got to say. Because then I can actually judge him.
Tell it to you. Say it publicly. Don't tell
you.
Me.
Publicly said YSL is a criminal street gang and it must end. You publicly said, yes, ma'am, when they said, I know 3 or more co-defendants on this case. Well, 3 or more co-defendants on this indictment, which is the 28. I know 3 or more committed these crimes: murder, attempted murder, aggravated assault, damage to property, shooting at houses, petty car thefts, armed robberies. You said, I know 3 or more people on this indictment that has committed these crimes. Publicly. They asked you that in the courtroom. You said, yes, ma'am. First of all, you don't know nobody on this case. All 28 from Jonesboro South, Cleveland Avenue, and other places like that. He from the South Side. He don't know nobody on this case. Guess what's so weird? Out of all 28 people on this case, all you know is 3. Me, Gunner, and Duke. That's the only on this case, Gunner. So when you said, yes, I know 3 or more committed these crimes, who the f you talking about? Me, Gunner, and Duke? Because we only, anyway, I know you could have been talking about anybody. It's cool. But just so happen how the dice roll, you don't know nothing but 3. So who the like if he would have went to trial, the state, if his getting used in trial, which it was, unless I got out the case, his plea agreement was gonna get used in trial. I know they saying like, oh, he ain't had to get.
I thought an Afro plea don't mean that.
Yes, he had to get on. He ain't had to get on the stand. You know they pushing all those narratives. He ain't had to get on the stand. He wasn't gonna testify against nobody. Yes, he was. If you look at the end of his plea, that shit. this plea agreement could be presented in trial. And if any questions come up about this plea, however they wrote it, if anything come about this plea, you must come testify truthfully about what you said in this plea.
Nah.
Every one of they plea said that, except mine. Every plea said that except mine. In Little 9. Every one of the plea in the beginning of that trial, plea said that. Duke plea said the same thing. Oh, you ain't got to get on the stand. Duke had to get on the stand. The week the case was over with, Duke was getting on the stand that week. The week all of us went on and took our pleas at the end of the trial. Duke was getting on the stand that week. Duke was outside the courtroom, sitting on the bench, waiting to get called in to get on the stand.
So how Duke did what right then?
Because he didn't say why I said it was a game. He only said, when y'all put Duke on the stand, Duke can't send nobody to prison. Duke plea only saying that a n*** told on him. Okay, I'm right. When nobody on that case but Duke and Yak. Yeah. Only thing Duke plea said was, this n*** told on me, and I'm just agreeing to it. Because if I don't agree, I'm gonna have to go to trial and Yak gonna get on the stand on me. Mm-hmm. So he gotta take the plea. Mm-hmm. The thing I don't respect about Yak is, before we knew Yak told, when Duke took the plea, I was pushing the narrative like, that did what wrong? Like, damn, but my best friend? Why Duke you do that? I'm pushing that day in trial, every day. Yak sitting right here with me, bro, every day. Yak, my little brother, I love this, bro. I got this house. The house this living in right now, I paid for this house. Bro, you sitting right here with me every day, bro, face to face in this trial. Me, you, and Shannon, the last 3 trial. And Lil Quay them, I mean. Me, you, Shannon, Lil Quay, and Lil Rod. We done got 5 deep, 6 deep. You know how we is in this man, back against the wall. We rocking. We rocking. You sitting in this one every day with me, 2 years straight after them folk took their plea. And you let me paint this narrative to you, Shannon, and you agreeing with the narrative that Duke told on you. We sitting back in the back of this courtroom when we on trial every day. I'm coming back in the courtroom. We coming back from in the courtroom. When we leave out the courtroom, we go in these little cells behind the courtroom. Mm-hmm. We sitting in these cells. I'm in these cells. We just talking like men, like brothers. Damn, but I can't believe Duke, bro. I kind of can get it with Yak. I mean, with Gunner, cause he done betrayed me before. So I kind of get he'll betray me. But I'm looking at Duke, like, Duke my best friend. Duke been with me the last 20 years. Like, you my best friend. I'm from Jonesboro South, you from Jonesboro Road. Duke my mans. Duke name tattooed on me. Duke my mans. Gunner too, Yak too. These my boy. Like, these my boys. You sitting in this motherfucker every day. And we in this cell crying to each other and talking like, damn, buddy, betrayed her, bro. This nigga Duke now. Cause Duke plea sound crazy. Duke plea saying, yes, I got jumped on that Magic City. Yes, me and Yak went to go retaliate and commit murder on the opposites. Yes. So Yak still on the trial with me. So I'm looking at it like, Duke, you took that plea and said that? That? Why you just told on Yak? I'm sitting in this motherfucker every day with Yak. Every day. I'm sitting in my every day. I'm like, what damn if cross you like that, bro? They just got you sent to prison, bro. You going to prison yet? But Duke just got you sent to prison, bro. Damn, Duke. This in here with me every day saying, man, gotta goddamn, when we get out of this situation, bro, we gotta go forward and it's just us. We ain't hang with none of these brother, that, bro. Damn. Every day. We did every day for about just under 2 years, bro. We was on trial every day. The whole time, when them plea, the whole time from that day forward, we just sitting in this motherfucker going through it every day like, damn, buddy. Knowing damn well the whole time you told on Duke, bro. Duke took the plea because you told on him. And if Duke didn't take the plea, you would have had to get on the stand on Duke because that was your plea agreement. Your plea agreement was if Duke go to trial, you got to get on the stand and testify that you and Duke was going to go kill these. They jumped on Duke. You got to get on the stand and say that because you said that in your plea, sir. If you get on the stand and you say something different than that, they're going to treat you like Moontoon. You going to prison. You got to get on the stand.
That's why Moontoon went to prison?
Yeah, because he said this in his plea agreement. Yes, Thor, when Nut died, we pulled up on Thor. He gave us some money to lay low. We did this and did that. He said it in the plea. But one thing I do respect about Moontoon is when he was doing his plea, you negotiating back and forth with the state. So when Moontoon was doing his plea, he was telling them to take that out. Like, hell no, that ain't what happened. When Nut got killed, we didn't pull up at Thor condo and he gave us some money to lay low. That ain't what happened. Thug didn't pay us to kill nothing. No, he was saying take all that shit out the plea, like hell no. But the state tricked him like, we ain't taking it out the plea, but you can agree to it now. And when you get on the stand, you can speak your truth. So he like, y'all sure? Cause he know if I get on the stand and say something opposite of what I saying in this, I can go to jail. So are y'all sure that I ain't gonna go to jail if I get on the stand and speak my truth? They just wrapped him in the bag. They just wrapped him up like a gift. Yeah, you can get on this stand and say whatever you gotta say, but you gotta say this in this plea. So Moon, that's why he was on the stand. That's why Moon was like, nah, like that's why the judge was like, so when you said this in this plea, you saying that ain't really what happened. And Moon was like, no, that ain't really what happened. And I told them that they need to change this in my plea. But they said they can't change it in the plea. I gotta just say it when I'm on the stand.
So how would it goddamn be able to do what he did? Like go up there and just like,
because he told in the beginning. So all his telling led to him not being on the indictment. All his telling led to him not being in trouble with us. He not on the case. When the case started, it was 28 of us. Woody went down one of them. So it ain't no matter what he get in the courtroom and say, he can't go to jail. Because he's not a part of the indictment. He's not a part of the case. He a unindicted co-conspirator. Mm-hmm. He not on the case. So he can get in the courtroom and say, yeah, I killed Nut. I killed this. I did that. Can't nothing happen to him. Because he's already signed his immunity. When you sign an immunity, you can say whatever you want to say on the stand. For real? Yeah. And that
can get you though, right?
No, can't nothing happen to you when you say what you want to say. That's the point of immunity. Yeah. When you sign this paper, you gonna tell the truth and nothing can happen to you. You can't be locked. You can't get in trouble for saying whatever you want to say.
What made them give him that?
Because they thought he was going to get on the stand and say what he said in his interviews.
Okay.
They thought he was going to get on the stand and say, yeah.
Banking the whole case on Woody.
Yeah, he was the lead. He was the lead. Them folk was in shambles when they were acting like he wasn't going to testify. Remember the first time he got in there on the stand, he like, man, I ain't testifying. The judge like, you sure? He like, yeah, I ain't testifying. Take me to jail. I sit in jail. But when they order you to get on the stand and you don't get on the stand, it's two things can happen. You can get locked up until the judge want to let you out. You can get locked up for 21 days, or you can get locked up for the duration of the trial. Whatever trial you involved in, you can get locked up. So normally trials be 5 days. So if a stand in a normal trial and don't agree, he'll go to jail for 5 days because you got to get out of jail once the trial is over. Mm-hmm. But this case, he wanted to do it.
2-3 years.
Right. He like, but it'll be another 2 years. I got to sit in jail 2 years. He wanted to do it. He wanted to be like, man, I ain't doing it. That's why the first time he came in, he like, man, I ain't testifying. I lied. So he got locked up. Remember, he was locked up for like 4-5 days.
I ain't never really heard you say no about Woody though.
Nah, because not even to speak on like a certain community, Woody like take medicine. Woody like, you know what I'm saying? He throw it off a little bit. He off a little bit. So I always look at anything he do like a kid, like my son. Like he don't got the functioning brain that we got. Woody take real medicine. So I ain't even.
Sound like he got a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, but that just come with like, you just learning what to say when you going through life. You just learning things when you going through life. You know what I'm saying?
I told Woody.
The crazy were always the ones who you think got the sense. Like crazy, man, take real medicine. I told that he overly did what's wrong.
Definitely don't respect what he did, but I respect what he doing though. You can tell he different.
That's what I respect. Like,
yeah, you can
I don't even be judging at him because like I be seeing him doing his on the internet where he's just like talking to kids or he's just trying to do things. He go to the college trying to talk to them. He just trying. Like, yeah. I don't respect. Like, yeah, right. I don't respect because you'll get out of jail and still be doing the same thing. That's why I say if you tell, just go on and make you some gospel music. Go on and just get out the way. That's what keep you away. That's what keep you away from. Just get out the way, bro. I don't respect no rat, but I respect if you tell, you can't portray no. You got to get out of it. You got to get out the way. Once you do that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You not running around acting like no gangster. You not doing none of that no more. You ain't doing none of that. It's dead, man. You told. It's dead.
I think he for real about trying to change it like that.
I understand that.
But it's just like.
I think so too. Cause he crazy enough to the point where he don't got to change and he still won't be at fault. Mm-hmm. Because he really crazy. He really throw it off. But the fact that you crazy and you still trying to change, it's like, I say less.
Why you let Roscoe get on there and stir that pot though?
You got to think, bro. I can't talk to. But it's just like with Roscoe, that's my man. He just love me. He go like he love all of us. Everybody and shit. He just upset too. He just mad. He love, bro. He just the same way I was in that interrogation room trying my best to get him out of trouble or trying my best to paint a picture of him. Like, man, hell no, Shawty real. Shawty ain't do that.
Yeah.
He just do it on the internet with me. Like, he just looking at, he know me. He like, man, hell no, Shawty ain't none of that. Shawty ain't no rat. Shawty a man. Shawty a gangster. I'm telling you, he ain't no rat. He a man. Not even a gangster. Shawty a man. I respect it. It's just the same shit I'm trying to do with him in the interrogation room. He just doing the same thing with me. Like, he just trying to take off for me. You know, that's just how I go, bro. When you're a man in the real heart, bro, with a real heart, bro, you standing on real business and everything just ain't a chess move to you, bro. You gonna have faults. You gonna have hiccups. You gonna have because you just a real person.
I just don't like to see the city in the climate that it's in. It's like too divided, bro. And then they trying to say like you the head leader of dividing the whole city. Like all your beefs, this and this.
See,
like how you speak on that?
See, the thing that made me not say nothing else to Rollo is because when I first got locked up, the narrative that the DA was pushing was he divided the city. He made all these people beef, which is a complete lie. Let's get together. I stopped a lot of beef from getting beef. I only had one beef my whole life, and it wasn't even my fault. I stopped from beefing. I got Wham and Savage on the phone to stop whatever could have happened with them. On the phone. Hey, bro, we ain't talking that shit, what's going on in the world. We talking about both of them gonna get on platform and say the same thing. Yes. Then both of us on the phone and told us, man, y'all bro. We ain't beefing, bro. This Atlanta, bro. Everybody in this rap game, everybody in the industry, all over the world look at Atlanta like the time who stick together. So that's what I'm on. Everybody. Ask Wham. Ask Savage. I got them on the phone to stop their beef. And because I got a lot of the phone, I got goddamn Lil Key and Ola Rant on the phone. Hey, bro. In this shit, man, in this rap game, man, we big homies of the rap community. Mm-hmm. Like, we ain't doing that. Ola Rant, you up on the Gucci. Y'all niggas on that beef. No. When 9 Vicious and Uzi Vert, like they finna get into it, hey man, y'all call me. We ain't doing it. What aspect, what in my entire career that's been up on a microscope, at what point in my career can you or anybody in this world honestly say he stirred this pot?
They can say, I'm glad you had that. They can say the shit you were telling baby about P is like trying to break up a family.
No, but